This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Love going to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Second and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The Packers at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
On 3rd down, Love. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Herbert. That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Herbert now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive. Got a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught downfield by Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Touchdown, Chargers! Josh Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10.
37-yard line.
Love with a give to Dillon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
3rd down and 6.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Love. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Ready.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Come on, set. Blaster, six. Blue striker. Black shot. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there. How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly coming out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, no have to take a shot like that downfield.
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A give for Dillon running right. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing. Love. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0.
Chargers 14. Packers nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. To throw now, here's Love. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready?
Love now on second down. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. Love now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Ready up. Blaster, 6.
Okay, let's make some
Blue
good
strike.
calls, offense.
Black shot.
Love looking to throw it. There's a ball deep for Musgrave. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Got an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ray.
Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter,
He's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Set, ready.
Running right, here's Dillon. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And now they're in the hurry up.
18 yards on the play. That's good.
They run again with Dillon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9.
90 seconds, red, yellow. Black ultra. Cut, cut.
Here's Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Right, right.
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a really nice run there to bring it 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Herbert on 3rd down now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Smith red. Set.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Ready.
Back to Dillon on first down. And they can't bring him down. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Level. Drill green. Ready.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love, eluding the pressure right. They'll throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bumpering over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Ready.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Fourth down and less than a yard.
Striker. 3-3. Strike 60.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down.
Complete idiot!
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. On first down, it's Herbert. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
On first and 10, Herbert. And his his throw here's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give. Eckler running to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that time.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead.
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Now Dillon on the inside give. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Love. Quick slant to Watson. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensive. And his pass is intercepted for the 14 today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over. Open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, 27 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's caught by Palmer. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Herbert. He's got him in. Complete.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give him some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a long football. Obviously, just a gigantic play here. Tied late in the 4th quarter, getting the block to keep this game level.
Yeah, Brandon, I know that I should be giving a lot of credit to how it was set up and how they scouted it. Let's just give credit to the player who made the play. He understood the situation totally and did something just a little bit extra in order to affect that block.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he will get to the sideline here, but that, a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
10 cycles. Green jack. Red cycle. Ready?
Here's Love. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go, set.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Six. Blue strike.
Love looking to throw it. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. They run once more with Dillon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First throw in overtime for Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on 3rd down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Love with a give to Dillon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Throwing. Love forced out to his left. On the move past the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. Puts him in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. Well, with these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To the right side, this is Dillon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Again, it's Dillon.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Ready?
Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Dobbs right there. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
Partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Blue check. Ready.
Dillon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yellow, lining. Ready?
Again, it'll be Dillon, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Blue. Ready.
Love.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one over in Cowell.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that.